It hasn't been an easy road for Ethan Kadish, as you saw at the top of the show. The Loveland teen has not been able to walk, talk, or eat solid food since the lightning strike 5 years ago. But over the past year, he's hit some major recovery milestones. I'm joined now by WCPO reporters Lucy May and Emily Maxwell. They have followed Ethan's journey for years now. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
So you followed this journey for 5 years. As a journalist, to stick with one story, sometimes that can be a challenge. What did you face during this 5 years, and how were you able to stick with the story?
I don't think we were planning on doing this for 5 years, but Ethan does have a whole community of people that want to hear updates about him and his life. And one thing that we've noticed, even as the photojournalist, taking photos, taking video of him during that time, is just the physical changes in Ethan. Aside from his injury, he's still a growing boy, and when we first met him, he was a 12-year-old boy, and now he's just a few weeks shy of 18. So we've seen him grow up during that period. He's had a lot of health issues, obviously, during that time, but he has had some improvements. And even the time we spent with him this last time around, he seems more responsive, a little bit more alert, and that was really nice to
You're able to
witness.
see that comparison because you've been there all these years.
Right.
And you mentioned a team. It's not just the mom and the sister and the dad who are there. You're talking Team Ethan. What is that about, Lucy?
Team Ethan, that started from the very beginning. The Kadishes are a family in town that were known for giving and giving back. So at their synagogue, they were always helping others. They were always first in line to make meals for people in need. When the community found out that they had this crisis, they rallied around the Kadishes, and there were people who were spending the night with Ethan in the hospital so that Scott and Alexia could go home and be with their older son and their younger daughter. There were people who were making meals for them so they wouldn't have to cook. They wouldn't have to worry about that. They would take Elise to soccer practice. There were even friends who took Zachary, their older son, on college visits because Alexia and Scott just couldn't get away. There was too much going on with Ethan. So there's been locally, I think we counted, our early stories were something like 400 people that were part of this rotation that just enveloped the family with love. They don't need that kind of support anymore. But today, Alexia Kadish wrote on a blog that they keep going, that she has this day marked in her phone every day as the worst day of her life, and as the anniversary of that. And that Team Ethan support is still so important to them. They don't need the meals, they don't need the hospital overnights, but they still need that love and support that they get from the community still today.
We have about 30 seconds here left. From any other family might be faced with this and just hit a wall and shut down. They seem to be positive, and they're just in the moment, and they're dealing with it day by day, perhaps. Have you seen that change? Have you seen their mindset even change over this 5 years?
I think we have. They're very strong. They're very committed to themselves, to their family, to Ethan, to all their children. But we saw a real change in such hope at the beginning that Ethan would be so much farther along at this point. To this point, just kind of embracing who Ethan is and making him as comfortable and happy as he can be, which has been amazing to see.
Well, seeing the smiles out on the rink itself, that was great to see. And of course, you can see the full story over on WCPO.com. Lucy and Emily, thank you both for being here.
Thank you.